It says right here, I'm alive. Maybe I need to see that today. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Surprise, I'm live. Oh, for the love of Pete, nobody cares about that. Although, those of you that are watching over on the More Than a Medium channel, over there on the Facebook, which, by the way, was the old Spirit Tree, just in case you guys were wondering. I'm getting notifications. It's probably letting me know I am also alive. You're alive on your own channel. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hey, guys, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I've been zigging and zagging and all over the place. I hope you're doing well. I did that little Jimmy Carter thing last week, Rosalind Carter. Beautiful people. A lot of reaction to that. Thank you, guys. I got more videos coming on. Don't you worry. Working on the It's a Wonderful Life. Those of you that supported that already, let me know that I can be seen on that video. You never know. You never know. You know, they're going to change things and they're going to whatever. Talk a little bit about astrology here for 30 seconds. The world's on fire. Just kidding. Just kidding. I mean, not really, but it's... yeah, there we go. Hey, Esther, how you doing? Trish, how you doing? Melinda, thank you so much. Hey, listen, before we get any further, I just want to make sure that you guys know to go over to the old website, the tbrandonruss.com. What does the T stand for? Well, why don't you go there and find out? Go to tbrandonruss.com and sign up for my newsletter. I've got some exciting things building up here. I really do. I've got some announcements. By the way, if you're in Florida, you need to sign up for the email list, just to let you know. I have got Florida. I've got you covered. Tammy, how are you? Thanks so much for showing up. Tammy, one of my new friends around here. Florida, I've got some announcements. POH, one of my favorite titles of all time. Exciting things going down there in the Florida, in the Sunshine State. It's going to look a little different next time I go back because, you know, people change. People change. You grow. You have different needs. Great state of Kentucky. I'm coming your way. Colorado. And let's not forget upstate New York. You know, a lot of people are giving me a little bit of crap. I have got some major surprises for upstate New York. I might be part of an ensemble. I might be part of a thing. I might be part of, I've got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff. Maybe I'll put a band back together. I don't know. Maybe I'm putting a band back together. Anyways, exciting times, everybody. Exciting times. The inspiration for a new book is strong. Got a lot of love going on out there, but I felt like, you know, moving around with tarot right now. So listen, have this play in the background. Go to my website, check things out. Sign up for what I call the Weekly Bee, right? What you're going to want to do. Oh, gosh, I forgot how to do this. You're going to want to go to, maybe this works. Oh, there it is. The Weekly Bee, everybody. Go sign up for it. It's weekly intuitive classes. It's pretty awesome. Donna, how are you? Sam, how are you doing? Kimmy. Yeah, I call you Kimmy. Living the dream. Yeah, we are. By the way, it's not work if you take a vacation, if what you do you don't consider work. If you do it as a life path, if you do it as a life choice, it's pretty awesome sauce, actually. It's really awesome sauce. And so, yeah, I've got, yeah, I certainly am, Sam. I hope the boys are doing well. Hope they're somewhat staying out of trouble. Judy, how are you? It's good to see you. Yeah, I really do get to know people here. So anyways, listen, the Weekly Bee you're going to want to sign up for, it's $44 a month. It's $11 a class. Guys, $11 a class. $11 a class. You spend that on coffee by Tuesday every week. Like, come on. And listen, I'm not here to beg for anything. They never say it. Well, Sam, that's why we have all boys. I'm just telling you, it's fun stuff. But the intuitive classes, the Weekly Bee, is a lot of fun because you've got camaraderie. You've got other people in that class from around the country and around the world, for that matter. And we take a different topic every day. And we talked about near-death experiences this past week. We talked about clairaudience. We've talked about all sorts of things. And by the way, between here and the end of the year, which is only a couple of weeks, we're going to be taking on things like We're going to be taking on things like, I don't know, world religions. We're going to be taking on things. And by the way, what does this have to do with intuition? Everything. Everything. Right? Hey, Rachel, how are you? Trish, thanks so much for the compliment. Yeah, Kelly, how are you? Hope I got back to you on that one. I hope you saw my email on it. I had to make some changes there and get everybody over to the website. So I had to kind of politely to say to everybody, like, don't find me here, find me there. Old platform, new platform. There we go. Kelly, I hope I got back to you soon enough. I was sitting right on top of my email when you had sent that to me. And I said, Kelly's very important. We're going to get back to her right away. Got it. So yeah, let's shuffle up and heal, everybody. Let's do some tarot stuff. By the way, I'm also going to let you know that part of what you are signing up for is to get advance notice about what I've got coming with my tarot stuff. By the way, I'm going to have a book coming out next year, early next year, but people that are in the club are actually going to be able to see it early. Yep, just telling you. The Tarot Club. You can't sign up for the Tarot Club quite yet, but it's live out there, but you can't really sign up for it. There's not really anything in it, but it's getting built in. I'm doing silly videos like pulling up the Ace of Cups. Are you kidding me? Oh, Sam, that's the second, third book. This is a tarot book. But, pull up the Ace of Cups and I could talk about it, in terms of the healing heart you want to have, the alignment in your chakras, right? The rock and roll love that you want to feel, that you deserve, that you want to be able to have a lot of fun with. Yeah, we're going to do an answer call here. I got two decks. I've got the standard Rider-Waite in the electric version, which you're going to see what I mean by that here in just a second. But then we've also got one of the Lear McKetty ones, the Grand Lux Tarot. Tarot Grand Lux. Grand Lux, Luxie Daisy. He's got a little astrology in here. I like astrology. Love astrology. By the way, the astrology is going to hit right behind it. I cannot tell you how many reasons. By the way, if you already get an email from me, if you're already on my email list from, maybe you came and got a reading from me 8 years ago. By the way, I've been at this for 12, 14 years. True story. I was at a Christmas party doing readings. One of the only times that I ever do like individual readings. I kind of do it off to the side. I don't really do like the grandstanding thing. And it's Christmas party every year. I've been doing it forever and a day. And sure enough, in comes walking in was my first. You're like, what? It's my first. I'll never forget it. I went to her house. I was really nervous. And she was so comforting. She was a little bit older than I was. And we sat down and it was really gentle. We had some coffee, she had some snacks and, she was really trying to, kind of let me know, everything was going to be okay. And I'm like, I'm a little nervous. And she's like, is this your first time? And I'm like, it kind of is. And then I just said, we're going to bring in our bright light. We're going to ask our guides to connect with one another as we ask for the messages to come through that we hope to receive. And we do this work in light, love, and laughter so I can become the best version of myself in all the work I'm meant to do. And she said, this reading's going to be great. Yes, I met the first person I ever gave a reading to professionally. Again, 15 years later, 14 years later. Crazy, right? It was pretty awesome. It was pretty awesome. So that was definitely a highlight. Heart taps out to her. She sort of watches this, but she sort of doesn't. I don't care. Love seeing her. She's the best thing ever. And it was just kind of like, and I go, oh my gosh, you're my first. And she's like, I find that hard to believe. And then I said, well, no, you were. And then once I put it into context, she goes, oh, why do you make everything sound like that? And I'm like, this is what I do. But it was beautiful to see her. She's progressed. She's a wonderful grandmother now. She's got the world by the horns. She's enjoying bi-state life and all that other good stuff. And Judy, yeah, it was wonderful. And Arlene, just to let you know, Petty and I are in conversation all the time. She's got to be focused in on her stuff right now. I've got a boatload on my stuff. We're putting together some spectacular things is what we're doing. Maybe Penny and I are like winding up. Maybe we're doing one of these, like we're. Stay tuned. All right, guys. So listen, Elizabeth, good to see you. Wonderful as always. By the way, even though the Whiskey and Bagels isn't going, I actually am going to have a wonderful guest on this Friday on the Stream of Conscious podcast. I'm going to have another medium. Oh, we've got so much conversation to say. Hey, Cindy Lou Who, I was cleaning out my other database here, and you and I need to get together, dear. Yeah, I know exactly who Cindy Lou Who is. Can't fool me. Best name ever on the internet, I think. Hey, Laura, how are you? Happy birthday's coming up on that one. Oh, listen, I'm not going to be here all night. I just want to, because I read stuff like statistics and, how much time you should spend on the internet and how long these videos are going to be. I'm going to take 4 people right now. You guys are in early. You guys are hanging out with me. You've seen me for 11:11. I am looking for your combination. I'm looking for your sun, moon, rising. You got to know your stuff. Put it right in there. We're going to take 4 people. We're going to do a little tarot love. Right, we're going to shuffle off and heal. I hope you guys like my new segment. That's what we're going to do. Jill, how are you? Wonderful. So you're going to get your sun, moon, rising out there. A lot of the change that I've seen in this year, and I'm going to actually be doing a year-end show where I'm going to talk about the astrology of what some of the things that went on and where the world events kind of got connected to. I have been revisited. Pam, oh my God. It's like everybody on my list is literally sitting like in this thing. Pam, we got to connect because we got to go see your friends. For whatever reason, we had to reschedule it. Never really happened again, right? It's kind of fun. Got to know your moon too here, Esther. Yeah, triple Libra. Should have known you. Triple air signs. They're a lot of fun. They're really amazing people. Actually, have you ever noticed that people that really know their astrology? Stephanie, you got to give me all 3. The people that really know their astrology, tend to be people that are evolved. And I was talking to a company, this person has a wonderful product. It's a service product. I'll just say it that way. And he asked me to kind of do a little bit of work with them. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And I said, I got to pull your chart. And he goes, son of a gun. He's like, I don't know what time I was born. And I said, how are you remotely successful in not know your chart? I mean, I absolutely astrologically shamed him. I had no problem with that. Because this dude should know better. This guy should totally know better. And he's like, let me call you back. And he had called his mom. I can't make this stuff up. He called his mom and he was a little concerned. And by the way, I didn't hear from him until the following day where I'm like, hey, guess you got to go dig out the birth certificate. Ha, 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 LOL. And, sure enough, he writes me back the next day and he says, he goes, you're not going to believe this. I call my mom and I'm like, hey, Mom, what time was I born? And she said, I don't know. I can't breathe. And I'm like, sorry. So he sends me a message. He goes, you're not going to believe this story. Tell me when you can call. I call him right away. And he's like, yeah, she tells me she can't breathe. And we get her to the hospital. He goes, I think she was going to pass out. Anyways, she's fine. But it just so happened that he's reaching out to her at that specific time that was perfect for her. She needed her son, right? So, yeah, and Kelly, there's a whole thing to this. And by the way, that's one of the things that are going to be on my website that's going to get uploaded when you're in the weekly B. How do you find out your actual birth time? Well, there's a meditation for it. There's a meditation to dive in there. Hey, Amber, how are you? What is up with this? Maybe it's just because I know all these people from around the world. Amber, I'm going to make an announcement about Florida next week. You may know the person I'm going to be talking about. Son of a gun. Right? Yeah, Donald. So you're probably missing your time, right? You're probably missing your specific time. And I decided to go back into, it's got to be somewhere, right? If you can't find out your birth certificate, you got to get your birth certificate. What do? You go to the Hall of Records, blah, blah, blah. Well, listen, if we're spiritual and we believe half of the crap that we believe in, why don't we go to the Akashics and find out? I've got a meditation for you. Thank you very much. Yeah. Up to the sky and out the, yeah, exactly, your favorite auntie. By the way, those of you that know her favorite auntie's name know exactly who that is. You don't know Dinkle about astrology. Elizabeth, I miss your bread. So we're going to go dinkle on that one. I'm going to use the word dinkle every other day. Mary, yes, Sacandaga Brewery. What a great time up there. What a great time. 65 people. Had a beautiful time. Incredible energy, and cancer sucks. Those of you that are there know exactly what I'm talking about right now. You know exactly what I'm talking about. 100%. Hey, Perla, how are you? All right, who are we going to grab here for? Trish, I know you're going to understand why I'm moving here to Judy here. And Judy, welcome to the show. This is what I'm looking for, guys. Sun in Pisces, Moon in Leo, rising in Virgo. Behave. So this tells me a couple of things here. So this tells me that your moon is sitting here in the 12th house. So you're a little exciting. You're a little exciting when it comes to this, a little unpredictable. Sometimes you're kind of like, my creative pursuits are going to overcome everything else. Ooh. Don't be ashamed of that. Do not be ashamed of that. Not at all. Not at all. Let me see what the best, geez, for the love of Pete. All right, how about if I do this? How about if I go like that, and then I go like this, and then I go over here, and then I do one of these, and then there we go. How about that? How about that? Nah, not what I want. How about this? We're going to remove this, and then we're going to add it back in. We're going to remove this. We put your whole foot in. We take your whole foot out, we put your whole foot in, and we shake it all about. And what if I do it this way? And then, there we go. Now you guys love me. He's like a child that wanders the universe in his own childlike way. All right, guys, you want some cards? Hey, we're going to roll out a few cards here. And again, we're going to start with the tarot. We're going to go with the Shiny Deck Tarot. And first one up is, let me tell you something, Judy. You got it where it counts because you're willing to do the work. Where am I going to go with this? What's left? What's right? There we go. Who's left? What's right? So listen, you get the Carpenter Stone here, right? You get the Eight of Pentacles. This is about the hard work that you're based in. This is what you got coming. This is where I want to go with this tarot. This is going to be a healing conversation for you. So this is where you got to go. It's hard work. We got to be able to dive into it, but let's stop. It's going to be worth it. By the way, that hard work pays off, and of course it does. You're a Virgo rising. You have no problem doing the work. By the way, double Virgo here going on this one, right? And by the way, the Virgo card in this, and actually, no, these are Cappy cards. These are Capricorn cards. Let's see if something out of Taurus comes up. No, but here we go. All right, so you're going to come out on top. So this is about the hard work. This is about how worth it it's going to be. And this is taking the higher ground. We're going to go one more for fun. It's letting in new ideas. You've got to let new ideas in so then you can do some healing work attached to it. And I really kind of like that. Listen, I shuffled up, right? Now we're going to use the answer call technique here. We have got, by the way, weekly B people, we're doing the Tarot Club tomorrow night. If you sign up today, you can get into the Tarot Club tomorrow. I'm just full of deals. Full of deals. Why stop there? Because let's talk about the Eight of Pentacles, and then let's talk about, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Didn't I shuffle? King of Cups comes out, guys. By the way, Leo McKetty deck here is really, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's also, if you don't know what you're talking about, you're going to get lost in it in a hurry. Some of you just smiled as I said that because you're just like, I don't know what the hell that is, right? So the King of Cups comes out. In other words, you're going to love the journey. You're going to love the hard work. You kind of like hard work. You're a Virgo rising. The Pisces, sitting there, probably sitting there in the 6th house, maybe in the 7th house, depending on what the angle is, right? You kind of keep stuff close to the vest, right? You're a great friend, right? You're a true friend. You're somebody who's going to pick somebody up at the airport. You're also going to bail them out of jail, but you might not actually be in jail, although you are Leo Moon. So the 6 of Cups comes out. Boy, talk about enjoying the journey. So when the hard work card comes out and the fruitfulness of the hard work card combination comes out and the 6 of Cups comes out, this means that you're in love with the process. Maybe you're doing some healing energy yourself. Maybe you're a counselor, therapist, teacher. Knock it out of the park there, Judy. Come on, you can give me a little validation there. I'm not upset with it. I wouldn't be upset if you gave me some validation. Holy Toledo. Hey, Brittany, how are you? Hey, Brittany, Tarot Share tomorrow night. Tune in. Jump in there. go ahead and jump in there. Hey, Allison, how are you? Sue, you understood the assignment. Although the moo cancer, I kind of love that. You might get chosen just for that alone. Brittany, good to see you. Allison, demand a recount. That's all I'm going to say. Corlin, good to see you. Pretty fantastic. Tammy. Oh, yeah, Tammy. I got you on that one. I'm sorry. Judy, back to you. I'm sorry. I'm distracted. What is that, squirrel? Something shiny? I'll be right back. All right, listen, let's do a little more answer call here. So please give me some validation here, Cindy, or Judy, rather, that you are a healer. Because here comes the High Priestess. I'm going to show the High Priestess card, although I'm going to show it over here because it's going to be larger here. So the High Priestess comes out, the 2 card overall in the entire deck lays right on top of the 6 of Wands, which means that not only are you doing the right thing, but you're doing it from a divine standpoint. You past life as a nun much? Past life as an emperor, if you will? Oh, yeah. Page of Swords, air energy, along with Temperance. That, my friends, is a combination of finding that balance between work and, well, life, right? It's that work-life balance, right? We talk about that. But by the way, guys, if you do it right, it's not work and life. It's just life. There's no work. Love that. Arlene, I'm on Judy right now. So, Judy, any validation you want to throw this way, that is fantastic. I think this is a great way to start the day. Judy, thanks again so much for tuning in, and you understood the assignment. You jumped in right away. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually, because we're only going to do a handful of these, I'm going to burn these cards and let them sit over here. We're going to have fun with this. We're absolutely going to have fun with this. All right, we're going to grab a couple of more here. I think, tell me if you guys kind of like this. Tell me if you guys kind of like the idea of like just jumping in and going, hey, we're going to do a little bit of healing stuff. Jill, yeah, listen, shoot me a message. We can do a little research for you there. Melinda, hi, how are you? Also understanding this. Scorpio, Sag, rising in Gemini. So this is an interesting combination because you're just off of a new moon with Scorpio and Sag combination there, and with Gemini rising. You know, here's the other kind of cool thing about this. By the way, so again, another loyalty kind of position, right? So your sun's either in the 6th or 7th house, and then subsequently your moon's probably in the 7th house, could possibly push to the 8th. But here's the really kind of like ultra, or I should say 7th into 8th. One of the things that I think that you're really kind of recognizing with this combination is that you've got to find, when you fall for people, you fall for them hard. When you fall for situations, you're going to fall hard. However, you can watch everybody else's shit show and go, oh my God, I'd never do that. But then when it comes to your own, you go, oh no, did I just do all those mistakes? Yeah. It's called being human. It's all good, Melinda. All right, listen, right out of the gate, your top 4 are going to be Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. By the way, that's taking the emotion out of those heartfelt things. Makes a lot of sense here, right? With the Sagittarius moon and the rising Gemini, that Scorpio sun kind of comes in and goes, all right, we got to get super practical here, right? Hangman, this kind of talks a little bit about your spiritual path and basically saying, hey, listen, I see the world a little bit different. By the way, that Gemini rising, big time. With the Scorpio combo, forget about it. And then the Queen of Pentacles comes out. Can we hit a home run with these cards anymore? I mean, can we? Because the Queen of Pentacles comes in and actually gives you the grounding that you need. You're headed towards something grounding, right? So this is about a balance for you. Page of Wands, this is either a new person, new idea, new job, new career idea, or kind of opening your own gig. I don't know what you do for a living, but I'm sure you do it quite well. But there's a really good chance. Ding, ding, ding. Yep. Oh, gosh, which part? Diane, also on my list. Bonnie. How are you, Bonnie? So Melinda, it's definitely connected with this kind of healing journey where you're deciding to say for yourself, you know what? My experience is outgrowing my inexperience, so I don't have to make these mistakes anymore. I'm going to start making better decisions. I'm going to start doing this for the best foot forward. And of course, the Queen of Swords is going to be covered by the Six of Wands, right? The Six of Wands shows up because you need triumph, right? You're kind of done with the shenanigans. You're kind of done with the let's just say, oh yeah, you're a teacher, all of it, spot on. Melinda, I have a book and a YouTube channel. I travel the world. It's a lot of fun. I actually have a lot of fun doing this stuff. But the Six of Wands comes out over the Queen of Swords because you're like, you know what, the shenanigans are over. I'm not going to play politics. I'm not going to get involved with this. You're like, you finished your stuffing at Thanksgiving. You said, that's it, I'm done. Got to go, right? Oh, one of my favorite cards of the deck, the Six of Swords comes out on the Hangman. Again, this tells me, and again, I know I was joking about the whole like past life thing and the nun and all that other good stuff, but you're on a journey. Anytime you have anything uncomfortable, pain-like, or whatever the deal is, go ahead and pull this back. Excuse me, I need to answer this right now. Judy says, yes, our last reading, but it's me who needs the healing and also try and help others. Love the reading. Thank you, dear. I appreciate you, Judy. Hold on a second. I'm just going to pull this up real quick. So I don't know if you guys saw my post on Facebook. And if you don't follow me on Facebook, Meeting Brandon, type it in. I'm the only one in there. I talk about how the good guys have to win. And we have to start putting ourselves first sometimes. I think that is one of the things that we get wrong when we start to do this work, is that we don't put ourselves first in situations where we really should put ourselves first, right? I lost it. Where the hell I am. The hell am I reading? For the love of Pete. Melinda, I have you right here. I think I just pulled it up and I pulled it back down. I could be wrong. So, but I think that we do that a lot. Oh, you're a little bit further back. I found you. So I think that we do that where we get so good at helping other people, it actually becomes, it's a form of spiritual bypassing. I'm just going to call that out. And what I mean by spiritual bypassing is in like, if I'm busy helping other people, I don't have to look at my own stuff. And meanwhile, every single time somebody comes over and you like clean up around the house, you sweep everything under the carpet. Well, that's great the first time they come over, the second time, the third time, the fourth time. But by about the 20th time when somebody comes over, there's this big mound underneath your big carpet. And then everybody's kind of like, is that a thing in the middle of your, or are you happy to see me? You know, or whatever the deal. Did I just totally go Humpty Dance on that? But we end up like bypassing it and we never fix it. We never fix it, right? Because we're like, oh, we were entertaining. Oh, we were doing this. And we let ourselves be in emergency mode. And we let ourselves be, you know, our hair's on fire, our ass is on fire. It's emergency mode. It's fight or flight. And then we can't figure out why we're burned out. Word to the wise, just somebody has taken a look at it, right? Can I give you the Knight of Swords here? Interesting combination. So, Melinda, the Queen of Pentacles with the Knight of Swords is you finding a new practical way to do something. It's you kind of being like, yeah, I used to be like this, but now I'm going to be like this. Maybe you start using the word no. Maybe you start saying to somebody like, yeah, I know I could lend you $20. Buy your own damn coffee. Nothing wrong with that, right? No more Mr. Nice Guy. And then the Two of Wands comes out with the Page of Wands. This is a career move. I'm sorry, I'm going to call it there. That's what I'm getting with this, because you got the Page of Wands and then you got the Two of Wands, where the Page of Wands is like, hey, I got a really good idea. And then the Two of Wands is like, can I do both for a while? For a while. But you'll have to make a choice. You really will have to make a choice here, Melinda. I love these cards for you. I really think that this talks about a journey and a purpose and changing things up. I don't know what you're going to be doing specifically. I have a feeling of what it is. I don't want to say it because there's some sensitivity to it for you to kind of out yourself. You like how I did that? I like how I did that. By the way, those of you that find me slightly conceited in my reads and my connection, okay. You're not wrong. Well, thank you for the validation, Melinda. Can you say what you want to do yet? Because I have a feeling that you're worried that somebody's going to do a Google search on Melinda and be like, Did you know Melinda's going to do this? And no, I don't think you have like a OnlyFans or whatever those things are. Although, did you hear about that one teacher that's like making like $3 million a year because she's like, I'll be the school teacher. She's still a school teacher. Anyways, if you could, no, I actually think you're moving into the healing arts. I think you're moving into something that is going to set the world on its ear. And it's something that you have thought of. And I'm going to tell you, I think you're going to knock it out of the park. Got it? All right, we're going to jump around a little bit here. And Sue, I'm sorry, Sue, that was just awesome. Sun, Taurus, Moon, Cancer, and Sagittarius rising. Listen, what a combination, first of all, right? You've got this incredible fidelity with the Taurus and the Cancer moon. And then the Sagittarius rising is just like, well, I left the baby on top of the car, but it was only because I was going to pick up the other baby. Like, it's like if you ever did anything wrong to somebody, it was because you had the best intention to it. It's terrible to think that I would say somebody was left on the roof. But please follow along my sense of humor. I'm terribly sorry if I've offended everybody, right? Oh, Melinda, thank you so much. Fantastic. Knock it out of people. Listen, enjoy this trip. You're knocking it out of the park, Melinda. All right, here we go. Sue Liz, I hope you're still here, Sue. Kate, how are you? Hope you got my email earlier today. Thank you so much. All right, here we go. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Listen, we're going to go with strong earth energy. We are getting out of, Pam, thank you so much for that vote of confidence that I'm a little out there. Sue, thank you. Ace of Pentacles comes out. We're going to speak to your Taurus nature right now. I think you need to pull on this because here comes the King of Swords. Okay, this has been an emotional trip this year. I don't know if you lost dad. They're showing me dad. This is definitely a dad energy. This is a root loss. This is something coming in and just absolute ripping you up. I don't know if he's Joe, Joseph, John, Jacob, Jingleheimer, Schmidt. His name is my name too. Wow, Sue, I'm getting connected here. Here we go. The Chariot comes out. This is quick, fast moving. This is a fast move. Wow. I am sorry for what you've been going through. It's been a hell of a year. And I'm going to go here with it. You're going to come out on top. So this is someone from beyond kind of saying hello. This is a root-based chakra conversation. Yeah, it really does. You lost your dad a while back. I don't know what this is, but this is him kind of saying, hey, I'm going to get you through this. The King of Swords comes out because it's also known as the dad's belt, right? I call it the dad's belt. It's highly threatening, but he's not really doing anything. And if you grew up like I did, and dad would be like, don't make me go get the belt. And I don't even think my dad had a belt, just to let you know, right? Oh, the John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. Gotcha. And then the Chariot card comes out. This is also July. It's Cancerian energy. Hello, Moon. Hello, Moon. And then you've got the Empress here. I almost think you were missing some of your fire based on this tarot spread because you've got earth, you've got air, you've got kind of water because this is actually a Cancerian card. And then you've got the Empress, which is like Venus. So this is kind of like a healing self-love conversation. I think you've reconciled some stuff with somebody that has passed. I'm just going to say that. You don't have to share what it is. If we were in a private reading, of course, you would absolutely spill your guts onto this one. But let's not do it here. Here's a little more Taurus energy. By the way, Dad is showing me the Eight of Coins, also known as the Eight of Pentacles, is coming in and basically saying, good work on the hard work. It's giving you a heads up. You might not have loved everything about him, but his work ethic is definitely something you would carry on, right? And then you got the Nine of Swords along with the King of Swords. I'm going to go here. I am not a doctor. I don't prescribe anything. I don't do any of that other stuff, but I am going to tell you that you've got anxiety with the least anxiety card. So this tells me that as a basis, you've gotten your arms wrapped around maybe something that has been causing you some distress, some anxiety, I don't even want to say emotional challenges, but you were just nervous about it. It was something that took up your time, your effort, so forth and so on, right? And then you got the Page of Swords. Wow, tons of air energy going on for you. Woo! So the air energy comes in because this is something somebody new. I don't know if you manifested somebody. I don't know if you found yourself a new Sue Liz counterpart, or this is also maybe, hey, listen, I've got to see this a little bit differently. By the way, I think the biggest evolution this year that people have gone through is how to absolutely drop giving a shit about actual politics. Just to let you know, I think that is a big thing this year. And then the Eight of Wands, here we go. Here's your Sagittarius for you. Boom, I knew we would get it. So the Empress, the Eight of Wands comes out. I love this. By the way, first Sagittarius card, let's see, tick, tick, tick last week, right? This is the Eight of Wands. This is timing-wise, that time between that last week in November. Here it is. They're all coming at you there, love. So this is a big change for you. This is actually you getting back to your feminine divine. And by the way, that combination, oh, I'm really liking this. You're putting yourself first. Of course, we were just talking about this. This Eight of Wands in combination to the Empress is you saying, I'm the great divine. This is Venus. This is your Venus card, right? I'm your Venus. I'll take you higher. Your desire. Eight of Wands comes out. I dated myself with that one, and I'm not just talking Bananarama. The Eight of Wands comes out, and all of a sudden, you're not messing around anymore. So Sagittarius, this is about you getting out there, Thelma. Find your Louise and go out there and have a good time. If you can give me some validation here, Sue, I hope I hit on some points here. Whew. Wow. You're coming out of this. You're coming out of this. A lot of reconciliation going on for you. I'm loving it. Loving it. Left a stressful job looking after me. Come on, guys. I got a book. I got a YouTube channel. I travel the world. Having a good time. Oh, by the way, did you guys know that having a good time is actually 90% of the problem why you are miserable at work? Go in and have a great time. And when they get pissed off and they talk about you behind your back, here's the fun part. They were talking about you behind your back already. Are you kidding me? Did you just stonewall me? I just got stonewalled by my own program. Get out of here. I'm also a producer. So I was talking to this guy the other day, and he's like, oh, yeah, my job is miserable, whatever. And he's, you guys don't know who they are, so I guess it's okay that I kind of bring it up. And he came out of a closet. And he was, oh, Janice, how are you? 1:15 a.m. in Ireland. So what you're saying is you're just going out. I'm going to pick up my pint. I mean, after all, it's a Tuesday. I usually don't start till Tuesday. Janine, I love that. By the way, your artwork's blowing us away. Get going on it. Told you so. Liz, thanks, or Sue Liz, thank you so much for the validation here. We're going to do a couple more readings, but I want to hear from you guys. You guys like this format? Do you like this kind of like randomness of diving in and going whatever? Janine, you know I'm a fan. Yes. So this is about Dad. You needed to hear this about Dad. That's what this is. Hey, Tina, how are you? Hope you join us tomorrow night. Get your tarot cards out. Yeah, you know, this structure, here's the deal. Here's the commitment I'm going to make for next year. You ready? I'm going to do more of this. But part of the reason why I'm going to do more of this is because I'm going to have more people onto the website. So here was my big breakdown. And it was a big breakdown, actually. It wasn't between Penny and I, but it was something that was like first and foremost. When you get busy at this and you're like, where am I going to spend my time? You can really get lost in spending a lot of time in trying to have like your lights right and this right and your production and your edits and blah, blah, blah. And I found myself failing from time to time, which I'm not afraid of failure. I'm not afraid to screw it up. But I found that I would put forth so much effort. I did this entire ghost video and then BMG Sony blocked it and I can't get it unblocked. And I'm like, should I ever do anything like this? Well, guess what I'm filming later on? Guess what I'm doing tomorrow, everybody? I'm going to be filming It's a Wonderful Life. I'm going to be taking a look at why that's such a spiritual movie, right? So I'm going to have stuff out on YouTube, but I need to figure out, I can't get paid through YouTube because they can just demonetize you in a heartbeat because I say something like, are you sure you want to get that shot? Or right now, like all of a sudden somebody's watching the rest of it. By the way, whoever's sent here, and by the way, it's monitored by bots. It's not even monitored by a human. So we're actually losing our race against AI. So I don't want to feed into it too much, but it's a great tool. We wouldn't have been having a conversation tonight without it. So, but if you want more of a personal interaction with things, guess what? For $44 a month, you get 4 classes. That's $11, right? And then if you want a bigger package, you can get coaching with me, you can get readings, all that other good stuff. The website does an okay job with explaining it. We're building more of the tools to it. And our coaching, suites that are consistent with this allow you to have like regular interactions with me, right? You need personal tarot spreads every month. I mean, I have some people that I work with that's what they want and have, right? I'm trying to figure out how to become accessible without giving myself away. And it's not about value. I have had I'm a recovering nice guy, if I can say it like that. And I'm not being a jerk by saying that. I'm not being ostentatious. I have a long history of people that come in, take what they need from me, and then leave, and then either say I'm the bad guy or I didn't do something or whatever. And I'm like, it doesn't make a lot of sense, right? I've also been surrounded by a lot of good people too. I don't want to carte blanche that. But I had to figure out a way in order to do it. Well, YouTube was going to be another example of that. And Penny was all in because to her, it made sense to make 20 videos a week, put them out there. Even if she was making just, $25 a video, she's like, okay, we'll carry the one. I can make a living at this. And that makes sense for her. It doesn't for me. I have different responsibilities. Whiskey and Bagels isn't going away. We've taken a little hiatus. But when we come back, know that it's going to work for both of us. But in the meantime, this Friday, I'm going to be doing a live. I'm going to have a medium on who has one of the best books about consciousness in the workplace. We're going to be going live at about 12:30, I think. We should probably confirm that with Lindsay, but guys, you got to love what you do. Speaking of loving what we do, hey, Brittany, how are you? You're hanging in there, kid. You're hanging in there. Libra sun, Cancer rising, Virgo moon. Just out of curiosity, oh, geez, that combination. I'm a good time, but why are you doing it wrong? Are you okay? That's your statement. Oh. Also on my website, the other thing that you're going to want to sign up for the website for, by the end of the week, I'm going to be on that little product called Cameo. If you're not familiar with it, a bunch of D and C listers are on it, and you can get, hey, thank yous from this, that, and the other thing. I am partnering with Hick Strong. It is an organization to help the mental health of veterans as well as soldiers that are still active. And I am going to be taking my proceeds from that and donating a large portion of it right down the middle, everybody. The accountant went, you're doing what? And I'm like, yeah, but you can get a birthday wish from me about their astrology, a mini readings, about 4 or 5 minutes. That's all they really give you. But I can deliver that to you. It's a specialty thing. Sign up for the website, everybody. All right, Brittany, how you doing? The Knight of Swords comes out because, well, rock star, right? Because you are all about getting, yes, you will, Tina. Because you are getting these new ideas and you are getting these awesome new ways for you to do things, period. End of conversation. You're in a position right now where you are absolutely going to be able to get to where you need to with the new thought process. You know why? Because we reap what we sow. The 8 of Pentacles comes out. I'm sorry, the 7 of Pentacles comes out because this is about growing, right? By the way, the journey isn't easy because here you go. The 6 of Swords comes out. The Journey card, one of my favorites. I don't have a favorite. It's like I say to the kids all the time. I don't have a favorite, but you guys can figure it out pretty quick. So But here it is. Here it is. You ready to see? I get a little conflict here. The 7 of Cups comes out. Choices. So you're not going to be pigeonholed. So this is what this is telling me. You might feel like, oh, you know what? I got to get out of this. Hold on a second, everybody. You guys are like all sorts of upset with me right now. Oh my gosh, my bad. You might want to split the screen. Thank you very much, Trish. You're hired. Knight of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, 7 of Cups, 8675309. Give her a call. You got it? I got it. I got it. For a good time. Writing on the walls. You are going through the process of realizing that your thought process actually does fit, and you might be a little bit of an outcast for it, but you're going to have options here, right? This is about relationships. This is about kicking ass and taking names, and it's about conflict here, Brittany. So sorry to bring this to you, but here we are. Tired of being right, but never wrong. 5 of Wands comes out, also known as the Lord of the Flies card. It's about the constant conflict of both mental as well as sometimes physical, for you to stand up for yourself and be like, nah, right? But within that, you've also understood that you can kind of say like, hey, I'm going to reap what I sow. And by the way, the cards don't lie here. The 9 of Cups comes out to say, hallelujah. You're going to stand up on your own 2 feet. That's what that is. By the way, 9 of Cups is about abundance. It's about being able to say, like, look at what I have. I might have gotten a lot, but I want to share it with you, right? It's not steeped in perfection. It's steeped in being human and being caring. By the way, you're a really good mom. By the way, the 3 of Swords now comes out, or the 3 of Wands comes out on the 6 of Swords. This is a move. This is you saying, I can't sit where I'm at. This is you saying, part of my journey is I might want to leave. And by the way, you're going to have some choices. But every little thing is going to be all right now, because the sun comes out tomorrow, right? My regards, George Harrison. My regards, George Harrison. Oh, jeez. There we go. The sun comes out tomorrow, sits right on top of the 7 of Cups and saying your choices are actually something positive here. You're not going to be stunted by it. But you know what, Brittany? This is kind of talking about making some choices here. It's about you saying, I got to move from the spot that I'm at. And maybe I got to do what I got to do. But it's going to be all right. I can understand. You got big changes coming. Or you're mulling over big changes. And then you're going to be like, oh, all right, I don't know if I should do it or not. Right? 9 this morning, 9 at night. Janice, oh, that's cool. I love to get to know people. Can I tell you guys that's my favorite thing? So, Brittany, let me just let you know that you're knocking it out of the park. Good choices are coming, and you're going to do fantastic. You really are, right? All right, guys, one more. Yeah, Arlene, that is the Grand Lux. That's the Tarot Grand Lux, Leo Marchetti. I know I saw one more here that really kind of jumped out at me. Pam, didn't I just read a Virgo, Libra, Cancer? So funny. So funny. No, there was one that I kind of earmarked earlier. Yeah, I'm going to jump into this one here. Coraline, how are you? Good to see you. Katie, Kate, I'm glad you're finding fun with this. Thank you so much. Wow, a lot of messages here. Mr. Bike Rossi, good to see you, brother. Holy Toledo, again, and Monica. Holy Toledo, both Mike and Monica in the same room. There we go. I love it. I love it. Hey, Mike, you should join us tomorrow night. Oh, I'll send you the link. I know you teach. I know you teach, brother. All right, so listen, here we go. Time is scarce, only to be valuable if you don't spread yourself too thin. You guys are 100% correct. I'm going to start grabbing this one. I'm going to go bop, 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 bop. And by the way, Pisces, Leo, Rising, Aquarius, Moon. There ain't much structure to any of this. Woo! Sorry, I was at wrestling last night. Boy, those guys are really, you know what? Here we go. Coraline, Libra, Pisces, Rising, Gemini, Moon. Here we go. Right out of the gate. The Hermit card comes out. If there's a bustle in your hedgerow, get along now. My regards, Led Zeppelin. By the way, I have my Led Zeppelin astrology all set. Oh, and did I tell you that I've been working on a CD? Did I tell you I'm working on music again? By the way, I have a cover of a little Led Zeppelin song called Thank You. I have an old friend of mine doing a little solo action over it because I just could not get the solo down, kind of screwed up everything. But if the sun refused to shine, I'm still going to be loving you. And guess what? The Hermit card comes out here because this is about your spiritual journey here, kid. Come on, Corlin. That's why you tune in. Could I give you some confidence here, though? It's got a lot of purpose. The World card talks about your cycle. You're leveling up. The 9, you're kind of at the done, and then you're at the 21, right? The 9 is the done. The 21's the over, right? So you're about to kind of step into something new. I'm going to stick to the spiritual path. I can't make these cards up. Amen. The Magician card comes out. Those of you that are students of the tarot are sitting there going, holy Jesus. The only thing I'm going to ask you here, Corlin, is I see the hyphenated last name, so I'm not going to ask you if you're single or not. I'm not going to do that. But here we go. I'm going to give you 5 of Wands. So you're saying there's a chance. All right. So that's terrible, Brandon. Don't say stuff like that. Shame on you. This is why I'm also my own director and producer and sit here alone all night. Anyways. So listen, we got the Hermit, we got the World, we got the Magician, and we've got the 5 of Wands. What this is really kind of talking about is you're ready for your next challenge. That's really where I think this is going. And by the way, you got all the tools, Corlin. Come on, be a rock star for crying out loud, right? Oh, by the way, the laughs are free. The readings are $200, but the laughs are free. So listen, what's the next step in the journey, right? Knight of Pentacles. So Knight of Pentacles comes out and wraps up the Hermit card here. This just tells me you've had some practical experiences to speak to where you want to go, right? So lessons are complete, right? And they're practical. You're not woo-woo about it. I hate the woo-woo word. But here we are. Now the World card is about the 9 of Pentacles. You have a mastery about this, right? The 9 of Pentacles comes out on the World card for this reason and this reason alone. You're finished. You're all set. You're good. You're ready to go on to the next thing. I stand behind everything I've said. I have a book and a YouTube channel, and I've traveled the world. Holy Toledo. I can't make this spread up. I can't make it up. The Page of Wands. And by the way, there's your dragon. There's your dragon, Voorheesville. Oh, I love these cards. I love these cards. By the way, if I have you as my Secret Santa, you're getting a deck of these. Oh, the butterfly mug is actually over there. It's all good. But that is who I'm helping out there with Hickstrong. By the way, go look him up. Listen, the Page of Wands comes out here over the Magician, which is really about you saying, hey, listen, I got it. You're building a new mastery here. You are building a new mastery. Let me bring you to rest here. The 5 of Wands is a little, it's kind of like are we going to, what's the conflict? I'm going to tell you what the conflict is. You're going to elevate because here comes the Justice card. The 11, by the way, pay attention to those 1111s. By the way, did you guys enjoy my free class a couple of weeks ago with the Signs with Loved Ones? By the way, when you sign up for the website and you get involved in the weekly B, you have access to the recording. So if you missed it, it's worth it alone. The Justice card comes out, and guess what? Home run for everybody. I'm going to tell you where this is going here, Corlin. You're going to find balance with this. So you developed one mastery, and now you're stepping into the next one. That's all. Maybe it's a new challenge. Maybe it's something with work. And by the way, as a Libra, can I get a Libra card here, please? Thank you very much. Can I get a Libra card here? Love it. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I think this kind of knocks it out of the park. I hope that you agree with me. Hey, Marianne, how are you? Pam, there we go. Stephanie, yes, there we go. Corlin, I hope you get it. Corey, might be getting it wrong here. Have to sleep. Sue, thank you so much for being here from around the world. I'm International B here. And by the way, that's at 12 noon Eastern time, so that's at like 5 o'clock your time. You can tune in live. European crowds will love it. Yeah, Duran, highly underrated band, by the way. Highly underrated band. So listen, I'm going to wrap up here tonight. I just wanted to kind of dive into this. Autumn, we got work to do, right? Like, I'm not saying it like I'm scolding her. For the love of Pete, did you really just do that again? Oh my gosh. I'm also my own producer. So I think it's I want to fool around with these formats. I want to be able to kind of have fun with it. I want to be able to kind of get consistent. I can't obviously do this every single day, but you can sign up for the email list, right? tbrandonruss.com. Do yourself a favor. Just do it. Just get the emails there. And by the way, if you're on the old list, I'm only going to send out like maybe 1 or 2 just to say, hey, I'm over here. Change of address, everybody. By the way, it's simpler. I understand it better, and I'll have more contact with you. And I'm letting you know some things that are coming up for 2024 for me. Yes, I'm going back to Florida a couple of times. Yes, I'm going to be in Colorado. Yes, I'm going to be in Kentucky. Yes, I'm going to be in Portland, Oregon. Yes, I'm going to travel the world, blah, 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 all that other good stuff. Upstate New York, I've got you covered. Wait for this one. But guess what? On the internet side of it, all these videos are going to get uploaded. You're going to have an entire Thunder Bank of them. I call it Thunder Bank. I don't know what any of that means. It sounds dirty, so I figured I'd say it. But I'm also going to, yes, the meditation for birth time. I'm going to make sure I send that to you directly, Cal. So I also, I've also got a really cool thing that I'm working with somebody on. First of all, I'm working on my own deck of tarot and oracle. I got a hell of a team here. We're about to become very busy. I have a book about astrology coming out next year. Oh my gosh, it's going to be a lot of fun. There's an entire class and coursework with it. I'll be your teacher and your guide. And oh, by the way, I'll actually teach you how to become a coach. You're going to have a great time with it. By the way, I am on the East Coast there, Gina. Oh, yep. I'm going to actually be in your backyard. But one of the other things that I want to do is kind of get daily reminders. I love doing posts. And by the way, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, all that other good stuff. But how would you like a daily text of encouragement from, well, me? We're working on it, everybody. It's going to be fun. Follow along for the ride, guys. Hey, if nothing else, you tuned in for the heart tap, so we're going to give you guys a heart tap. Penny, feel better because I know you watched this. I know you did. Love you. See you shortly here. I will see you guys soon. Heart taps right across the world, and I'll see you guys later. Remember to simply keep going. Got it? I'll see you guys soon. Take care.